They told you education is the key. They said, go to school. But why are so many graduates purposeless and jobless? On EduShift, we spot the cracks. We challenge the educational system. Turn between science, arts, and commerce. We bring clarity and answers to your questions, and we light up the path for a generation ready to stand out. Come enjoy discussions with educators, employers, and counselors. Let us fix this problem of career misalignment and help you discover yourself. EduShift, only on Global TV.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of EduShift, where we help you shift towards education that aligns with purpose. I am your host, Priscilla Obasi, and remember, we are not just talking about education here. We are shaping minds, we are shaping values, and we are shaping the future. Today's conversation is one that speaks directly to the heart of our nation. Our topic is Raising Patriots, Preparing Students for Nigeria's Democratic Future. Yes, this is a very important one, especially as Nigeria is gradually moving towards 2027 general elections. Conversations about politics everywhere, and it is very important. So tonight, we're not just talking about politicians, no. We're talking about the next generation of citizens, because the truth is this: a nation's future is not decided only at the ballot box. It is shaped in the classroom. Before children grow up to vote, before they begin to form political opinions, they must first understand what it means to be a citizen, what it means to love a country, what it means to stand for truth, justice, and accountability. And the question is, are we raising informed citizens or emotional followers? Are we raising children that just listen to our naggings, to our complaints, to everything bad we have to say about our country? Stay with me. What does it mean to be a patriot? Let's begin with a simple but powerful question. Who is a patriot? Many people think patriotism means waving the national flag or singing the national anthem or even defending the country blindly, defending your politicians blindly. But true patriotism is deeper than all of that. A patriot is someone who loves their country. A patriot is someone who understands and is being committed to making it better. Patriotism is not silence in the fears or in the face of wrong. No, it is responsibility in the face of challenges. It is not about supporting leaders blindly, as some people think. It's not about blind loyalty. No, patriotism is about supporting what is of prosperity in some climes of the world. And this is where education becomes critical. Because patriotism is not just something people suddenly develop as adults. It is something that must be taught. It is something that must be modeled and nurtured from childhood. Why civic education matters? If we want a better democracy, we must start with better informed citizens. I believe in getting things at foundation level. If we want a country that works, we must start to teach our kids how to make it work. And it begins with civic education. Civic education teaches young people their rights, their responsibilities, and how government works. It teaches why election matters. It teaches how to think critically about leadership. Without civic education, young people grow up with misinformation, with political biases, without understanding, with emotional, decision making, sentiments, and the likes of it. And this can lead to a dangerous cycle where people vote based on tribe, based on religion, based on sentiment or pressure, instead of to vote based on competence of a person, on the character of a person, and the credibility of a person, as we see as a major challenge in our today's politics and elections. You see people campaigning on the grounds of he is from my village, he's my tribe, he's all of that. Those criteria should not matter when we talk of elections and politics. We should speak more to a person's credibility, to their character, to their competence. If children are not taught early, they grow into adults who are easily manipulated politically, who can be easily bribed politically. So the question is not should we teach civic education. The question is, why are we not doing enough of it? I know that we're trying our best in our schools, but we need to teach these things to, make sure that it is indeed a reality of our children. Yes, we shouldn't teach it as some theory. No, we should make it as practical as possible. I have a 5-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old, that currently does history in school, a civic education, and most times he comes to me for revision, and I try to bring it down to his level, because what I see, the level of knowledge he has is basically one that is not realistic. It's basically some theory. So it's important for teachers to make them understand what it is that they are learning, what it is that they are reading, what it is that they understand from whatever it is the teacher is teaching. So brings us to the next point, the role schools must play. Schools are one of the most powerful platforms for shaping the future citizens. But civic education in many schools is often too theoretical. It's not engaging enough, and it's not connected to the real life. Students memorize definitions, but do not understand how democracy works in practice. Imagine if we have a different approach to this. If schools can introduce mock elections, well, thankfully there are schools that do that. Students' parliament, debate on national issues. If we have things like leadership clubs, if we have things like community service programs, how does that sound? Interesting, right? Yes, let us have students experience what it means to vote and to be voted for. Let us have students that understand what it means to lead. Let us have students that know exactly what it means to be accountable. Because democracy is not just something you read on the book or in the book. It's something that you have to practice. And the earlier we start to make it a reality, the earlier we start to make it practical to our children, the better for the future of Nigeria. The role of parents and society. Education does not begin and end in school. As much as schools have their parts to play. You mentioned, for schools, the introduction of clubs, leadership clubs, mock elections, student parliament. As I said, there are schools that already practice these things. I know schools that, allow children or their students to have things like manifesto, students campaign for positions of, head girl, head boy, and all of that. It's beautiful to watch. The schools I see these things happen, when I get to see things like this, I'm really excited for the future of Nigeria, because I know that the students that participate in such don't understand what it means to vote, will not have a problem in deciding a leader when they become of age. So as much as the schools have their parts to play, parents also have their parts to play. Society also have their part to play. Education does not begin and end in school, as we say. Parents and society play a huge role. Children learn values by watching adults. If children grow up seeing dishonesty being rewarded, seeing corruption being normalized, seeing leaders being defended blindly, they internalize those behaviors. But if they see more of accountability, if they see more of integrity, if they see more of fairness, if they see more of respect for the law, you're driving with your child and you're beating the traffic like no man's business. It's totally wrong. You're dipping your hands in your pocket and bribing the police officer that is on the roadside. It is totally wrong. Yes, you must learn to act and respect the law. If you need to do your papers, let your children see you respect the law. Let them see you display honesty. Let them see you display integrity, because these are the values that they eventually imbibe. That is what they see. Children do what you do. They don't do what you say. So you need to model the right characters for them to emulate. They begin to understand what leadership looks like the moment they see these things. And parents should begin to have conversations with their children. Make it a norm to have conversations like, what kind of leader does Nigeria need? What do you even think leadership is? Are you a leader? Yeah, are you a leader as that parent? Ask yourself, are you a good leader? You should even allow your children give you feedbacks on your leadership. Let them understand, let them know that you are accountable as well as they are accountable. I am not saying that your children should disrespect you. No. There is a way to display accountability even as a parent to your children. That way they know automatically that they are accountable to you. So ask questions. Why is it important to vote wisely? Ask them. What does it mean to stand for the truth? Have you seen me standing for the truth? What do you like about me when it comes to leadership? Let them tell you. What is that thing that you think I am not getting? Let them say, be honest. I'm sorry, but I might burst your bubbles as a parent here. But this is EduShift, where we say it as it is, where we'll help align values and everything, with the right to the right part, because we're not just here to talk, we're here to raise generational leaders. So these conversations shape their thinking, and the thinking shapes decisions eventually. When we're talking about preparing students for 2027 and beyond, let us bring it home, because like we started this conversation, we said 2027 is by the corner, and as much as we want, good leaders, we should learn to start teaching our children what it means to be good leaders, because as we say, they are the leaders of tomorrow. So the 2027 elections may seem far from so many of them. Many of them may not even be of the voting age yet. But the truth is, the voters of tomorrow are the students of today, and preparing them must begin now. Students need to be taught things like how to analyze information, how to question narratives, how to identify propaganda, how to think independently, because in today's world, information is everywhere, but not all information is truth. So let them know how to sieve information. Let them know how to identify propaganda when they see one. Let them know how to question narratives. Let them know how to analyze information. Not all information is truth. We must raise a generation that does not just consume information, but interrogates it. A generation that does not follow blindly, but thinks critically. Yes, we started the conversation by talking about our national values. Part of it is our flag, our national anthem. The country changed its national anthem in May 2024. And most of our students are quite conversant with the new national anthem. When it's being sung, you're told to stand at attention. There are symbols, that we respect, we hold dearly as a country. And it is part of it. It is part of our national values. It is part of patriotism. Yes. We're here to teach Nigerian children. We adults know how we have a habit of disrespecting our national values, and it ought not to be so. So we must stop all of that. We must teach our children the right things. As we close this conversation, I want to remind you, let me leave you with this. Nigeria does not need better leaders. We need better citizens. Think about it. If we have better citizens, trust me, our leaders will be forced to do better. I know, now don't get me wrong, I understand that our leaders have their own part, but we have our own part as citizens to play. And like we said, or like we established, it begins from the foundational stage. if we are able to teach our kids, if we are able to pay attention to the nitty-gritties, if we are able to pay attention to the details and call our kids' attention to it, we will succeed in raising a better generation. It's not just about clamoring for change. It's not just about getting angry about how the economy and how leadership and the nation is going largely. No, it's about being strategic enough to correct it. It's about sitting back to know what to stop so that the next generation will see things differently, so that there is a self-healing, right, in the system. Because when we squarely face the younger generation and channel the correction there, we are healing the system, if you ask me. So teachers, parents, society, this is a call to each and every one of us. If you find yourself in the education sector, if you find yourself, as a parent, please and please and please, it is time to intentionally teach our children to be patriots indeed of our great nation. Let's not raise children, that would clearly feed them with the wrong narratives or all the bad things. As much as we have our problems, trust me, we still have beautiful cultures. We still have a beautiful Nigeria. There are still so many things good about Nigeria, trust me. Yes, when you go out there, you travel around the world, you remember that there is no place like home. Because the reality is that no matter where you go to, no one treats you like a child, except you are indeed their child. So you can decide to go to the United Kingdom, to the US of A, to any country of your choice, but their citizens will always be preferred than you, and back home, you will be valued. So I want us to appreciate home. I want us to use this mindset to also engage, educate, raise patriots indeed, preparing students for our democratic future. Let us now join the kids on the edutainment segment. Please don't go anywhere.
It's edutainment time on EduShift.
Guys, exam is starting today. Exam? Exam I didn't read it. I studied. Maybe. Studied. I can't even remember what we did this time. Oh no, we are doomed. Oh no! It's fine, guys. We'll do our best, right? No! I think I left my brain at home. Stop, guys. Stop panicking. Exams are not dead sentences. Sometimes they're not even the true test of knowledge. Oh, I think I know a secret. If I stay calm, read carefully, and answer my questions one at a time, I will pass even the most tricky questions. Oh! Yes, you can do this if you try our best. Even if my pen looks like doodles and wet squeeze. Exam is scary, but we can do this! Again.
Well, he's always reading, Let's go and look for his trouble.
Yes.
Oh, they're here again. Look at you again. Always join. Why don't you play football like real boys? Nice one.
He thinks he's better than us. Always quiet, always in books. Nice.
I just like to imagine how I can fix things in the world. Would you go to your seats? Chinedu, don't let anybody make you feel small. Your ideas matter and you lead one day. I believe in you. The world needs thinkers. Be bold. You are made to lead. Thank you, Daddy.
Confidence isn't loud. It's knowing who you are. Hold on to your dreams.
Thank you, Mommy. People, playtime is over. Let's go to the class. Everybody in class hates me. I don't know what I did to them. Maybe I should just give up on my dreams.
Do not give up on your dreams. We are all your best friends.
Okay. Why don't you want to give me a chance? Everyone's very good.
Why should we support your app idea? Yes, why should we support your app idea?
Mr. Andrew, you have become top store. You have changed the way people travel. Congratulations.
Chinedu, don't let anybody make you feel small. Your ideas matter and you'll lead one day. I believe in you.
Thank you, Mr. Okoli.
Thank you very much. Our kids are doing fantastic, as we say. Proud, super proud of them all. Now we are wrapping up the show. I want to remind you that Nigeria does not need better leaders. Again and again, we need better leaders. Please don't get me wrong. We don't just need better leaders. We also need better citizens, because leadership is a reflection of followership. If we are able to raise informed students, responsible young people, value-driven individuals, then we are able to raise a generation that would vote wisely, a generation that will lead responsibly, a generation that will build a stronger nation, because patriotism is not just built in a day, it's built over time. Yes, and if we start now, there's a lot we can achieve through education, values, and international guidance. So as we move closer to 2027, let us not only focus on campaigns and candidates. No, let us focus on consciousness, because when you raise the right mind, you secure the future of the nation. I hope this has indeed been an informative one for you. I personally have been informed. I don't know about you, but I'm sure if you missed any of your previous episodes, do not forget to visit our channel to get informed, get yourself acquainted with our previous episode. This is EduShift, where we shape minds, where we prepare future leaders, where we raise the next generation. Thank you so much for joining me. I have been your host, Priscilla Obasi. And remember, the future of Nigeria is not waiting. It is being prepared right now in our classrooms. Bye for now, and can't wait to see you on the next one.
They told you education is the key. They said, go to school. But why are so many graduates purposeless and jobless? On EduShift, we spot the cracks. We challenge the educational system. Torn between science, arts, and commerce, we bring clarity and answers to your questions, and we light up the path for a generation ready to stand out. Come enjoy discussions with educators, employers, and counselors. Let us fix this problem of career misalignment and help you discover yourself. EduShift, only on Global TV.